All right then, so hello then. Welcome back. We are now video 2 of this series. We're going to be checking out the GBB25 solo eliminations once more. Oh, yeah. I'm the judge. All right. So I'll give you my thoughts on how I scored it myself, and I will give you my thoughts on how the video form is. I can also tell you if I feel like the video was similar to the live, etc. Give you many insights. And most importantly, just enjoy it. Just enjoy this video together. Let's vibe. The original link is in the description. Please go show it some support. Think about this from an external point of view. I'm just watching a video that's already been made, so you might as well click the link and just give it the traction it deserves. But nevertheless, that doesn't stop me from wanting to analyze that on a video. So, Codfish, legendary return. This is a ex-champion. This is long awaited because it's been many years. I can't wait to see what he cooked in there in the video. I know it. I'm already doing the melody in my head right now. All right, anyway. No more to say. Let's get in there. As you will see my POV from the judge panel again. And I can't see that right now due to how the video is edited. And also, just a heads up, if my POV video is out of sync to how I am in this Codfish elim when they scroll to the judge panel, that's because in edit, we are manually stop-starting my POV camera, so it might end up a tiny bit off at times. So that's a me issue. Okay, I will look at the last bit if I say anything, though, in the POV. Let's get into it. All the juice. This one's a hot topic. Before it begins, I will let you know it's a hot topic. Okay. Oh, the ring off and on.
Right here live and direct, Codfish, it's on you. Let's see what's happening. I say the yeah, you say the no on the yeah. In yeah.
Nah, yeah.
You just know how to flow, where to lead, where to go.
It's so sick.
You just know how to flow. The fake. You just pick up.
Oh! And then that is so cool. I love the structure there. I've paused. I need to stop this. I'll try my best not to, for the editing and the people's sake. Sorry.
Let it go. You just you flame.
Oh, I've got the same jacket on. Even a vibrato in the throat bass to end. He is doing some elite work with the textures, and he's caring about every sound, and it stands out to me. If you're not thinking about that, okay, fine. I am. I'm thinking about how much people are caring about all the sounds. And it's even this, like, it's so hard. It's like out in out and out in out and it all sounds like it's not a human voice. Oh no, it's hard to do. That one, whoo, that is a smash hit for me. That is a perfect combination of skills, dynamics, melody, texture, vibe. That one, yeah, sick. And he's already wrapped it up. I'm a bit sad about that. Anyway, I will continue.
Konnichiwa.
Whoa! That dirty snare again.
Here we go.
Popping off, man. It's evil. It's a vibe. So low. It's guttural. It's like not. It's. This is spoken with a low bellowing tone at the bottom of the lungs. Again, it's about the quality of the sounds and the textures. And they're just slid in. And he's not... The thing about that, okay, I'll tell you something. The thing about that is he is not trying to make it like a feature sound where, check out that I'm doing this crazy tone. He's doing it in the same way that normal people, like beatboxers, do sounds normally. Like if you went... Now, instead of the... What if I do... Like a wow... And then with the I go so now, in my opinion, that is a little bit more elite because you don't really hear. You're not gonna like. It's just got extra unique touches. The method is harder. And it stands out with a little bit more identity because no one does it that way. A lot of people could go, but then the amount of people that can do it and it's cut off is to go. Now we're doing something that's a stamp of your own. And he does stamp of your own sounds all the time. And that can go over the heads. It can. I just killed the description, by the way. Well, that I just preached. That's bad.
Here we go.
Pretty good job on such a hard beat.
What you made.
And now I'm over a bit with it.
Stop the bus.
Pretty cool. I'll speak more. Slipped it there a bit. Okay, so it's... We must talk. Okay, yeah. So, that last bit there. So, if I did a bar of how this went, this is how I think this elimination went. So, this is the start, this is the finish, right? So, if there was a chart, which is this is the best and this is not, then to me, the elimination looks something kind of like this. Yeah? Something like that. Now, this is the way I will explain this one. At its height, it's like 4th for me. And at its low, it's like 14th for me. But the low is only for a little bit at the end, right? When he's doing a general job, like, na, 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 and then it's actually really tough to do that. To drop your jaw for that sound, I would just go, but yeah. Now, these areas, I've got it around like 8 area, 7. No, 7. 7 area. These are like just in territory things. The heights are mental. Like 4th is maybe an injustice. I love it. It's like debatably some of my favorite stuff from the elimination category, the early part. But not only that, it's also one of my favorite things from Codfish, full stop. The blue flame one. Right. So, okay, the is so hard to do. Napalm does this kind of thing, not the lip roll, but the making a beat is not necessarily worth it if the method is so hard. I have quite a lot of those ones. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but the result ends up being like a 7 or an 8. You know, it's like, it's good. But if the method's that hard, it might as well be a 9 or a 10 beat. And if it isn't, then it's sometimes worth doing easier methods to get a more refined solution. And I do think that the beat was a little bit too hard. Like when he did the Soyo Toko and then he did something else, and it was kind of declining in energy for me. And that's because it's so hard to do, especially with the condition that you might end up with dry mouth. But the boom, the first drum and bass drop, we are back up there, back up to the 5th place area again. So it was a variation one, I will say. Some of the top ranks, some of the lower ranks along the whole way. So what that would instinctively do for me is think about placing it 8th in the middle. It makes total sense because it displays everything. However, when I do these judging, I'm looking for standout traits. I'm looking for identity traits, quality traits. Now, there was low quality at the end when he messed up. All right, then. That's fair enough. But he does this thing when he beatboxes with the boom. Like he does a drum thing and it has like an aura to it and an energy. Like give it everything energy that mistakes kind of don't even stand out, especially if someone's trying to be a perfectionist and they make a mistake, it stands out a lot more. And that's because they've built the context. That's the important thing. So if you're drilling a judge to say, yeah, a mistake's a mistake, it should be valued the same way. No, because there's context built before that. Like if it's a energetic beatboxer that likes to use spontaneous energy, you know, like a napalm or a codfish, well, then their mistakes are welcomed more into the set than someone going down the perfectionist route where you're trying to look for these things. Because if you're now being more critical, you've gave me that context, that's how I'm going to view you. But if you're playing more to the crowd, more to the energy, well, then that generally does do a little bit more for you. Anyway, here's the scores so far. So we see I put Stitch in 10. I ended up ranking Codfish in 6th place. And his official end ranking was 8th place. So the last spot that passed. That is massively close. And I will talk more as the rest come out. But I will admit now that one was right next to 2 others in score. There was 3 people that were that. And I knew that 2 out of the 3 would pass. But I didn't know which 2 out of the 3 until the results came out. Crazy stuff. Right, so why was it 6th when I said to myself 8th? That's because of the and all these little these textures that I explained earlier. The thing like the he does a vibrato on it, or a low guttural-esque way of doing it. And it sounds like a flipping track. Like listen to the it sounds like a produced, it's so almost perfect. And the drum and bass drop gave me that drop energy I needed too now. So I've now been given all this color, artistry, drop, harsh energy, put me in the battle energy, and I even heard a slip off. And to be honest with you, 4 to 6 was where I was wanting. 4 was where I was thinking, you know, that's probably going to be not the top bracket, but the next set. But then he messed up, so I dropped it down a little bit. So that ended up in 6th place for me. And when I look at my rankings in and around, that makes total sense. Like I say, I'm very happy with the list I've got here. So, okay, Stitches is the only one I can compare it to so far from video. And Stitches was more refined. It was, I will admit. So they're 4 off each other in the ranking, though. Codfish provided me with a lot more dynamic and a lot more show-off. Multiple different tools to get through. And also, I must be honest, the fundamental drums from Codfish and the sound effects by default are very prominent on the mic. That's something that you don't actually get to see through video, and maybe the bar set high from his previous stuff. Well, the truth is, though, he sounds fat live. Now, this the vibration bass was clean, but was not loud. That's the same as Stitches. That stuff. So yeah, Codfish's vibration bass did not hit like a bomb, but it was still very clean and refined nonetheless. And yeah, I think you can see from the video that this was a solid job. And P.S. This sounds quite weird to say, but you know, subjective factors definitely have to and should come into play on a judge panel, especially with somebody that can back it with philosophy. While I would catch myself replaying this one. And that's probably the difference between placing him 8th and placing him 6th. So if I didn't want to watch this, like I really want to re-click and go the if I didn't really want to, I'd keep that in the 8th place. But I really want to. It's got an engaging moment, maximum engaging moment for me. That's the reason. Now also, if it weren't quite my taste like that, and I had him 8th, I actually don't think he would have made it in. Whew. It was that close between 3 people. But that doesn't matter. I'm one of 5 judges with 1 of 5 opinions. My score, I think, was the 2nd highest for Codfish. He had a bit of a variety from top to bottom. There was a big fluctuation. But yeah, he did a solid job. And I will also admit, I can feel the energy. You know how I predicted where Stitch would end? I also felt the same way with Codfish. I'm not sure if I say it in the end of my POV video, but I can just tell how the energy concluded the video. I can tell it was a nail biter for Codfish. 100%. I don't know if you're watching this, bro, but let me know in the comments if it was a nail biter decision, like waiting for the result. Because you can just tell he's killed it and he's kind of fluffed it a bit. Like, it's like it went both ways, and that's cool. Like, that's raw, that's real. He smashed it to some degree and also could have done better. So it's a nail biter, and if I were him, after I would have been thinking, oh damn, am I in or not? It's around that. Yeah. All right. Let's see if I can get my POV up. Yeah, I found a method to do this. It's so janky on my PC, but I want to see what I said at the end of this, if I did. All right. Solid, I wrote.
A little tiny break at the end there, but it was really nice and strong. My favourite part was the arpeggios, all of this stuff.
Oh yeah, even the that was mental.
It was mind-blowing. A little bit. It's close to Stitch.
Yeah?
I just think...
I wonder if I have it above Stitch in the moment. That would say something.
Right now, I'm thinking from an
Smash
energy
around,
perspective.
absolutely a smash around.
Just
Every single one of these artists are going to go and smash
from that
this stage.
perspective, but
Up next is no different. He's going to be doing the same thing, smashing this stage. Let's keep the love going from Kazakhstan.
Yeah, okay. That way. Oh, any more?
Codfish brought the room. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm in 2 minds there. Yeah, so it's something that lingers over time. You think about it along the process as you hear more people. Because at the time, I thought to myself, well, Codfish and Stitch are going to end up this close. All the way through, whatever the results happen. And then that's when it makes you realise how hard the job is to judge. Because as they come along, I end up needing to break it. And then actually there's a gap. And then people start going into the gap. And when I first hear those two, I'm like, well, they're going to be 8 and 9 or 7 and 8 or 10 and 11, wherever it might end up. I say to myself, well, they're going to be together then, aren't they? Like, it was just so close. But that's the truth. We all beatbox as humans with the same like techniques in the mouth. It can make it really close. You have to really, really, really put in an extreme effort to stand out and make sure you get an inevitable score. Well, yeah, the gap opened a little bit and then some people slid in, as you will find out along the way. I hope you enjoyed this. That's a long video, 22 minutes on my recording. Probably a little bit less with cuts. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Cheers for checking it out. On to the next one. As we heard, it's Dropical, another talking point. Oh, hold on. My notes. Before I go, my notes. Right, just the live ones were Insane Control, the nasal flip. Timing in particular. Vibration bass, quiet, / lip roll. But each bar full of maturity. That's right. Every bar is filled with a really nice structure that is very well thought. Kind of the stuff I said. See you later. Oh, next one tomorrow.